Hello! As a lot of you are subscribed for my film reviews, I thought I should probably do another film review. Now, I actually downloaded this film to my laptop weeks ago, quite possibly months ago, and I've only just got round to watching it due to various reasons which you can see in my other videos. So I watched The Endless. Now, I went into this knowing literally nothing. I actually go into quite a lot of my films knowing literally nothing. And yeah, what can I say about it? It's good, it's interesting, it's different. When the film ended, I did go onto YouTube and look up The Endless Explained, and the explanation videos are feeble at best. So it's directed by someone called Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson, who also play the lead characters, Aaron and Justin, who are brothers. And basically, the way the story goes, you think it's going in one direction, but boy is it going in another direction. So they leave a cult, and then back, I think it's like 10 years later or something, they go back. And the reason they go back is because they get a videotape from one of the people in the cult. And this inspires Aaron, the younger of the brothers, to go back. And Justin, who's been looking after him all this time, thinks that, okay, we'll go back because they're just for closure, really. And then you see the cult, and it starts off thinking, okay, is it a cult or are they just a commune? And everything is a little bit weird, but not too weird. But then gradually, as the film goes on, more and more things start happening. And then you realise that actually there's a lot more going on than just what is going on with the cult. It's the entire area. So you've got some people living in different areas around, and I don't want to spoil it. I mean, there are videos out there which basically spoil what's going on, and I don't want to do that because I think it's good if you go into this blind like I did, and then you're kind of thinking, what is going on, but it kind of grips you. It's good. I like a film that can grab my attention and keep hold of it, mainly because I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was like, what is happening, what's occurring, what's going on, and then gradually, as the main characters Aaron and Justin gradually figure out kind of what's going on, then we kind of figure out what's going on. So the two brothers are kind of like our eyes into this world. And it's like, okay, so this is pretty fucked up. So I actually really enjoyed this film, although I did spend like the majority of the film thinking what's going on and trying to figure it out. I actually really enjoyed it. And I recommend that you watch it as well. If you like obscure films that most people may not have heard about, because it didn't get a wide release, I believe. From looking at it briefly, it didn't look like it got a very big cinema release. I highly recommend you find it. It is available on YouTube. So if you search The Endless, it's coming up at watch from £3.49. So I don't think that's too bad a price actually for the film. It's classed as a horror. I wouldn't necessarily class it as a horror. I think maybe they've got the classification wrong there. Let's see what IMDb classes it as. IMDb classes it as fantasy, horror, sci-fi. Again, I just don't think that's quite right. But it is really hard to put a kind of genre to it because it is quite unique. There's nothing else really like it. It's kind of suspense thriller, maybe I would call it. There aren't really any scary moments in it. I think there's like one mild jump scare. There's a few bits in it that make you can kind of, the tension builds and you think what the fuck's going on, and you can feel yourself raw, but then it doesn't really, it's not like a proper horror film where you feel it building and building and then it leads to a jump scare or something, but it doesn't really do that. It just kind of leads you to be like, what am I watching, what am I looking at, that's just messed up. So yeah, but it is good. I enjoyed it. I'm just looking at the IMDb here, and it's got a rating of 6.5 out of 10. I think it probably deserves a 7.5, to be honest. But some people may not have understood it. I'm just going to have a quick scroll down to see the reviews. I'm looking at the IMDb reviews. I'm not going to read out the whole thing, just the headlines. So the first one says, masterful sci-fi thriller allegory of a Gnostic reality, not for the shallow moviegoer. I agree, it's not for the shallow moviegoer. So the next person has only given it a 6 out of 10 and put interesting but not exciting. I thought it was quite exciting. I thought it was gripping because I wanted to know what happened next. Next one, a rather amazing film. So this person likes it better, 8 out of 10. Different and interesting. I would agree with that. It's definitely different, definitely interesting. Ranges from brilliant to ridiculous to horrible. And then I'm not going to read them all out. Without giving spoilers, I know when I do film reviews, I am generally pretty terrible at giving spoilers of what I think of the film. But I'm deliberately being vague here because I don't want to give spoilers. I mean, I know there are other videos out there that you can watch that will tell you what's going on, but I highly recommend you don't watch those because it will spoil it. It's the kind of spoiler that will spoil it. I know a lot of people go, oh, spoilers, but really I think going in without having a clue is the best way, because then you will sit there thinking, what is going on? And hopefully you'll be gripped like I was, because you want to know what's going on. You want to figure it out. You want to think what's happening, and it kind of sucks you in. It glues you to it. So yeah, I highly recommend The Endless. Find it. As I said, it is available to watch on YouTube. It's probably available on other places as well. So that is that for that film review. I've got loads of other film reviews to do. There's never a shortage of films. That's the beauty of films. If I ever can't think of anything to put on my channel, there's always a film I can review. It's brilliant. Okay, and so subscribe for more, and I'll see you soon. Bye.